What's the most disturbing thing you've ever seen that was disguised as tradition? My girlfriend's family had this thing called honesty circles every Sunday after dinner. Sounded innocent enough when she first told me about it. Just family sitting around sharing their thoughts and feelings. I'd been dating Sarah for 6 months when she finally invited me to one. Her whole family gathered in their living room. Parents, grandparents, Sarah, and her younger brother Mike, who was maybe 14. They arranged the chairs in a perfect circle. Very formal. Tonight, we welcome Jake to our honesty circle, Sarah's mom announced with this serene smile. Jake, the rules are simple. We share our honest observations about each family member. It helps us grow. I thought it was like a gratitude circle or something positive. Then Sarah's dad started. Sarah, this week I noticed you've been gaining weight. Your face looks puffy and those jeans don't fit like they used to. Sarah just nodded and said, "Thank you for helping me see that, Dad." My stomach dropped. This wasn't sharing feelings. This was systematic criticism disguised as love. Sarah's mom went next. "Mike, your grades show laziness. That C+ in math proves you're not applying yourself. I'm embarrassed when other parents ask about your performance." Mike's face turned red, but he forced a smile. "I appreciate your honesty, Mom." Then it was Grandpa's turn. He looked directly at Sarah and said, "Your boyfriend seems weak. He hasn't spoken up once tonight. Weak men make weak husbands." Everyone turned to stare at me, waiting for my grateful response to being insulted. Sarah squeezed my hand, giving me this pleading look like I better play along. "Thanks for the feedback," I managed to say, feeling sick. But it got worse. They went around the circle twice more. Each person had to share something negative about everyone else. No compliments, no encouragement, just brutal observations delivered with fake caring voices. Sarah's grandmother told her she'd never be pretty enough for a good husband. Her mom said Mike would probably end up working dead-end jobs his whole life. Her dad said I seemed like the type who'd cheat eventually. After each devastating comment, the target had to thank the speaker for their honesty and explain how they'd improve. The worst part was watching Sarah's brother. By the third round, tears were streaming down his face, but he kept saying, "Thank you for helping me be better." This kid was being emotionally destroyed by his own family, and they called it tradition. When it finally ended, everyone hugged like nothing had happened. Sarah's mom served dessert while chatting about weekend plans. The mood completely shifted, like they hadn't just spent 2 hours tearing each other apart. That night, Sarah asked what I thought of her family tradition. I told her honestly that it seemed cruel and damaging. She got defensive, saying I didn't understand their family dynamic. "We're closer because we don't hide things from each other," she insisted. "Most families live in denial." I asked if she'd ever enjoyed an honesty circle. She paused for a long time, then quietly admitted, "I used to cry myself to sleep every Sunday night when I was Mike's age." 2 weeks later, I broke up with her. Not because of the family tradition itself, but because she couldn't see how toxic it was. She'd been so conditioned to accept emotional abuse as love that she thought I was the problem for questioning it. Years later, I heard from a mutual friend that Mike had attempted suicide his senior year. He left a note mentioning how worthless his family made him feel every week. That's when Sarah finally realized their honesty circles weren't about truth or growth. They were about control and tearing people down until they accepted whatever treatment they received. She cut contact with her family completely after that.